Blade Mahershala reportedly demanding changes to MCU script. What the hell is going on? Guys, again, if you're watching this via live or in the replay, there is a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. We definitely got to get into this.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
All right. I love it. I love it. Got a guest backstage. It's been a minute since they've been here. This person has been kicking out these recap shows, these reviews, live streams, all of that. Doing an amazing job, but glad to have him in today. Coming to the stage.
You call. I'm gonna clean you out again.
Welcome, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd. It's good to see you too, old buddy.
We had each other.
Hold on, Chewie.
Yes, it is Elliot with Movie Files, aka Lando Calrissian, keeping us safe from all the swarms, from the Galactic Empire, from bad DC movies, from all of that, man. Welcome, Elliot. How are you doing today, sir?
Good, man. Good. I was fighting this virus or something these last few days, man. But trying to get back to good health and joining you today to have a good time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, man, for being here. I do appreciate it. And I'm sorry that you were sick, man. Ill. That sucks ass, man, being sick. But hopefully you're on the farther end of it, getting back to 100%. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being here. Been a minute, bro. I missed you.
Yeah, man. We since the Last of Us, the beginning of the Last of Us, so a couple months. Of course we did the Ant-Man spoiler discussion and the Triangle of Sadness. But as far as the live stream, it's been a minute. But I'm glad to be back, man.
But yeah, I'm glad too. Y'all, of course, this is Elliot with Movie Files. If this is your first time here and you did not know, if you love what he has to say, as well as myself, you can follow him on social media. His handle is on the screen. Also, his information is in the description box of this video. And like always, he is on my channel tab right there, second row, far left. This is what this brother channel looks like. He is creeping on up to that 50,000 subscribers. So show him some love. He has some great content for Swarm. I just saw this today, bro. You're live. You got scheduled for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And also earlier today, guys, he did an epic DCEU tier list for all of the 13 DCEU films. Yeah. And so after you watch me today, go back and check out the replay because he did an amazing job. And so yeah,
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. But speaking about comic book films, man, I know you was talking about DC earlier today, but we're gonna talk about a little bit of Marvel. Got this is topic number 5 from the direct. Blade Mahershala reportedly demanding changes to the MCU script. Elliot, what's going on, bro? This sucks right here, bro. The two-time Academy Award winning actor is demanding changes. I mean, one of the writers was already fired, and they brought in some new people, and I thought everything was a-okay. I'm like, all right, we good now. But apparently that's not the case here. And I don't know. I haven't read this yet because I want to be surprised as well. But let's go ahead and get into this. And Elliot, I cannot wait for your commentary. Insider Jeff Snyder, who is a good insider, shared a new insight into Mahershala's request for the Blade script in an appearance on the Hot Mic podcast. Snyder explained that Ali is heavily involved with Blade's story process, so much that he has demanded script changes. He has demanded script changes all the time in recent months. Ali, who propelled the project into development after meeting with Marvel Studios in 2019, allegedly feels that Blade is his movie and has thus worked to infuse his vision into the story and direction. But could this also be for the best? Also, Ali is a proven creative genius, having won not one, but 2 times Academy Awards. This comes at a time when Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige has reportedly become a worn thin, overseeing dozens of projects at once and while putting out fires with this movie and across the rest of the MCU. Oh, Elliot. I mean, this is not what I want to hear.
Right.
When it comes to any comic book movie, let alone MCU, because I love my DC, but you know, Marvel is king for me personally. But not just that, Blade, a black man, you know, a lead. I want this to be the best ever. You know, I want this to be better than Winter Soldier, better than Iron Man 1, better than Infinity War, Avengers, you know, all that stuff. So it kind of it makes me uncomfortable. But at the same time, we also have this one quote right here that he feels that Blade is his movie that could be good because he's so passionate and just wants it to be great. Or it could be the side to where he's arrogant, thinking that he's I'm finna say Vince McMahon, Vin Diesel, you know, in the Fast series and stuff. So how are you feeling about this, man? Is it good news? Is it bad news? Are you worried, or you think everything gonna be okay?
Man, I'm torn, man, because I think on the positives you just mentioned, the idea that a two-time Academy Award-winning actor who, you know, to be in all fairness, this is probably the biggest. There's obviously been talent all across the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chadwick Boseman, Cate Blanchett, Tilda Swinton, Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, there's some great actors across the board, but I don't know if there's been an actor, to this cliche, that's going to have their own titled project. Of course, like I just mentioned, all those actors are kind of fitting within the MCU. I think Mahershala's like, hey, I know y'all like to hire, you know, come up with the IPs and then bring in an actor to fit around the IP. I'm an actor I want you to work around me, work around my talents, work around my sensibilities. So it might come off a little egotistic, but I think it's the right type of mentality you need to have for a character that does demand so much attention. I mean, this is Blade, y'all. I mean, they did thing with Black Panther, you know, with, you know, the highs and lows of the most recent one. Still, regardless, the IP is still strong, but Blade is something that we've only seen on the screen, you know, obviously with Wesley Snipes 3 times, but it's been so many years since we got in those films. And this is one of those things that's making me a little bit nervous about the MCU, is that they still haven't gathered the idea and come around to the idea that when the MCU started in 2008, let's just say little Timmy was, you know, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. But now Timmy, that's 15 years ago. Timmy's a grown ass man now. He needs the Marvel has yet to really fully embrace the adult side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I think there's a clash there where Mahershala Ali's like, yo, we got vampires, we got blood, we got some supernatural elements. We really need to dive into this lore. And if it requires some mature content, we need to hit those highs. But of course, it's Disney and Bob Iger's. Now, I know that's your boy, but we know Bob Iger is very friendly adult, like he's very family friendly. He's not as mature adult friendly. So I don't know if there's some clashing going on there. So again, it makes me happy that someone is having the passion to be like, no, I'm not going to just do a mediocre paint by numbers formulaic movie. I want to bring some flair, some funk, and some badass nature to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and this character. But then it makes me nervous, the fact that he has to do all this stuff. We haven't heard any actor having this hell that he's going through, many different directors, so many different scripts, him almost leaving the project. We haven't heard that in Marvel. You know, I am a DC guy, but that's more of a DC issue behind the scenes, more so than Marvel. So I'm torn, man. But hey, I'm hoping they can make it happen, because we need Blade. We need Blade in the MCU tomorrow.
Yes, we definitely need it more than anything else. A shout out to Miss Harper, you know, OG moderator in the building. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you for being here. For one, just to reply to your last statement, we need Blade. We do. It needs to be great, especially because I'm just so disappointed with how the Black Panther franchise has turned out. Of course, it's nobody's fault that Chadwick passed away, but it's just so much death in that series. And I've said before, I want the rest of the Black Panther lore, whether it's a Disney Plus show and or movies, to be great. I just don't have the confidence right now. And so Blade is as popular or even more popular than Black Panther. So we need that to come through and knock it out the park. You also spoke on Bob Iger. Now, that is my boy, and you are correct in everything you said. The only great thing that Bob Chapek did, I only give him credit for one thing, is he allowed mature content to be on Disney Plus with the login, whatever, you know, parental controls.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for him, Daredevil Punisher, all those X-rated kind of MA content is on there because of him. Yeah.
So if Bob Iger was never left, I don't think that would have happened.
I agree.
You know, so you know that's on the positive. Another great thing is we know that Deadpool is coming out. We know that that's going to be rated R. And so depending on how that's going to do is going to set the stage for another R-rated property, which is Blade. I mean, you can't have no, that just doesn't work. And I think, and also just to speak on rated R content, since the Punisher is coming in as well, I honestly think that it is going to be a-okay. I'm not worried about it. I really have zero doubts. The reason why is, I don't think it's going to be as violent as the Netflix show to where he's beating somebody's head, smashing it in with a car door. It doesn't even have to be that violent. I'm not even asking for that, but it still needs to have some violence. And so I think that, with Deadpool, and also John Bartha, he accepted the role, and he said in an interview, like, look, I will come back, but I'm not going to come back if y'all are going to water it down. Right. And I believe him. And so
he's a stand-up guy that doesn't play around with no BS. So I agree with you.
So with him saying that, and also Deadpool going to be R, and I think the R thing is not an issue. But now again, some people may feel that it's egotistical. But this was reported. This project is going off the ground because of him. Right. He's the one that went to Marvel. I mean, he has the clout, he has the recognition. He is probably, other than Samuel Jackson, who's already in MCU, I can't really think of another black star in Hollywood right now that is bigger than Samuel, Mahershala Ali, maybe Jamie Foxx.
Oh, like within, you talking about just Hollywood landscape?
Just Hollywood. Like, who has what black actors in Hollywood right now? Who has the biggest landscape or the biggest pool? Lawrence Fishburne was already in the MCU. Don Cheadle is already there.
Right, of course, Will Smith.
Will Smith, but he's kind of in trouble right now.
Yeah,
Denzel. I don't think he's gonna be popping up in the MCU. Yeah. So I mean, and those are legends, man. That's been, you know what I'm saying. So I can't think of anybody else. So I don't know. If we look at his filmography, I love Swan Song. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very, very great. And he ain't doing nothing else.
So he's been trapped in this Blade world, man. And that's another thing. It's like he's an actor at the end of the day. So it's like this Blade being such an inconvenience. Yes, it's an opportunity, obviously, but at the same time, he has a career that he wants to branch off. Like, I don't think he just wants to be Blade for the next 10 years. I still think he wants to build his legacy. So this is halting other projects. So yeah, true.
Well, we're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see. Like Elliot said, I'm torn. I heard some good things about. I mean, you can flip it on the good side, bad side. We're just gonna have to see. And so I'm nervous, but whether you're watching this via live or on the replay, please let us know how you feel. I am really eager to go through these comments and see what everything is about. What's going on, Obang? It's been a minute. I ain't seen your name in a while, So, and I also, if all else fails, if he walks, which I hope doesn't happen, I'm very confident that Wesley Snipes will come back. Hey, he left. You want to come back? So.
That train is gone, B. We already talk about how no ageism here, but we already talked about how Mahershala is almost pushing 50. Man, Wesley Snipes in his 60, and this is a living vampire that shouldn't be aging. So it's like, if you get Wesley in there, it's a one and done. It's going to be a one project for him. But I don't think that would.
Well, maybe, but they do have the de-aging stuff, but that's a lot of bread. That's not just cheap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Y'all let us know what you think, because we're dying to know.